Valentine's Day?
Uh-huh. And when I get there, I'm gonna give everyone my little treats.
Ooh.
It's called the rebuilding. This chapter of my life is called the redefining. And because I don't know what it is becoming, it's difficult.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I have done a video, like a vlog or a sit-down video. Welcome if you are returning. If you are new, my name is Tatiana. I'm a business coach and a mentor, and I am extremely passionate about helping you watching this, to get out of your own way and to just start doing more of what you want, to move in a direction to what you desire. We are trying to build impact over here. We are trying to build legacy over here, but most importantly, we are trying to create freedom within our lives. And it is just so important to me to just share my passion of wanting to help others get out of their own way, get over fear, and go for the things that they truly want to do. We talk a lot about entrepreneurship over here, but I also love to share just little insights of my life of being a mom to a 4-year-old daughter, a wife, living away from family, running my business, and just trying to be the best me, like just trying to do all of the things and figure it all out. So I hope that you will stick around. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I know many of you watch my videos but don't subscribe, so definitely take a moment to do that. Today's video is going to be a day in the life. It is Tuesday. It is actually Valentine's Day when I'm recording this. It's also my batch content day. Every few Tuesdays, I love to sit down and just do a ton of long form and short form content to just set myself up for success for the next couple of weeks. It's very, very nice, and I definitely recommend you do it if you haven't, especially if you have just like a busy life and just different moving parts and things going on. It's helpful to know that you already have filmed, taken your pictures and all of those things. And so today, that's what I'm going to be doing. I actually need to record a sit down video for my YouTube channel. It'll be my first one of the year, so I'm very excited for that. And then I want to record like 3 to 5 reels that can also be shorts. I have a ton of just things I want to say, encouragement. I think my biggest thing is I feel like I have been placed here to inspire. I really have, and that is my word. And I really want to be a light on the internet. I want to provide encouragement, but keep it real at the same time. Like, it's really hard for me to just show only rainbows and butterflies, but not show the real and the struggle and just the different things I deal with. And that's why I love to just be me on this channel, and it may not be for everyone. But the content that I create, it's not always just about leading someone to a sale or to take action. A lot of times I just want to make someone smile or to feel seen and encouraged. And so when I'm thinking about the type of content I want to create, I'm also thinking about that as well. Like, what is something someone needs to hear? And that's one thing I always get questions about, especially with clients, is like, do I keep my personal page? Do I switch to business page? I think the biggest thing I will say is, of course, it's going to vary from business to business. That's why I love being able to work with people and really help them figure out what works best for them. But for me and my business and my umbrella, I have decided that my personal Instagram page is truly lifestyle. It is truly what I'm feeling about my faith, about what I'm enjoying, what I love, what's working for me, what's not working for me, just real day-to-day things and the behind the scenes of being an entrepreneur, all of the different moving parts. But then over on my business page, the Inspire Blueprint, that is where I'm giving all of the tips and the encouragement and sharing about my products and my programs and my podcast and all of those different things. And so sometimes it can be kind of hard to figure out like what to say on what, but I've really come up with a clear system to know like, okay, this belongs on this platform and this is more so like for business, if that makes sense. But yeah, I wanted to share that because I think that was a big part of me. Ooh, geez. Ooh, it is so bright. Okay, I share all of that to say that it's a big part of me being able to get clear on like, what the heck am I supposed to be talking about on these platforms? For a very long time, I was just stuck because I'm like, okay, I want to be able to grow on everything, but what am I supposed to be saying on my personal Instagram versus my other one? What am I supposed to be saying on YouTube that's different? And sometimes the stuff crosses over, which is like, at the end of the day, the majority of people don't see it, right? So it's not a huge deal, but take it from my personal experience of, at this point, being a content creator, before that was like the word or whatever, being a content creator since like 2000, well, really since 2008, really, because I started on YouTube singing, but more with like different types of content, blogging and stuff, 2013. So I think for the sit down video, it's going to be kind of like a sit down chat with me kind of video. It's going to be on a deeper topic, which I love talking about deep topics. And it's going to be on my Instagram, or it's going to be on my YouTube channel, but then I'm also going to break it up into some clips. And some of the parts are going to go onto my personal Instagram. But then there are going to be some segments I think that would be great for my business one. And so this vlog, I was just planning on this being a day in the life, but I think I want to just kind of share some tips of like when you're trying to figure out personal brand versus business brand, what really works. And I think the biggest tip I would say, if you are wanting to do both, which I think is more than fine, especially like if you have plans of maybe starting out as the face of your business, but eventually you want to kind of phase out or you want it to be bigger than you, which is definitely what I see for the Inspire Blueprint. That would be a time to realize like, okay, maybe my personal brand needs to be something a little bit separate. But I think personal brands are great because it just gives you permission to just be yourself and not feel like you have to be in a box. Or for some people, they feel like, oh my gosh, I gotta be so professional over here. Like, you can be professional and be yourself, but we all have those different like feelings, you know, about like what we should and shouldn't do. And then it don't even get me started on just even the level of comfort of even wanting to show up online, right? So basically I would just say, you know, come up with content topics. I call them VSPs, so your value selling points. Basically like what makes somebody want to stick around on your platform, what makes them interested, how are they feeling seen on your platform, what is it that you are bringing to the table. And so it might be 3 to 5 different topics that you are talking about, right? But those topics are kind of what you rotate and you stay within. And so for example, over on the Inspire Blueprint, you are going to find a lot more information about entrepreneurship and encouragement around that, self-love, goal setting, planning, and of course I talk about my products and programs and different things, but that's kind of the main premise of it all, and just womanhood in general. So that can kind of fit under a lot of different areas. Where over my personal brand, I show a lot more things, even just like health and wellness. I love to show like my smoothies and different things over there. I love to share a little bit more of an insight into motherhood over there. Just the different things I'm loving, like beauty and clothes, and it's just a lot more fun, and it's just in the moment. The books that I'm reading, you know, I've been loving me some good romance books and different things. And so it's just, they're very different. But at the end of the day, my personal brand is a representation of my business, and it pulls people in because you fall in love with who I am as a person, right? And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, you know, but just from experience over the years, it's like as I share my journey and my story and, you know, bring you along with little bits and pieces of who I am, it slowly makes you a little more curious about like, oh, what are her products? What is her business? How would it be to work with her? And so that is just a great way to kind of look at the differences between the two. You have this business and all of those different things under there that you offer, whether it's this amazing line of products or one signature product, or you have courses, or you're a coach, you offer different services. That's one thing, and it can definitely be more of your like professional side of things if you want to call it that. But I look at the personal brand as a way to just be even more real over there, to fully just do what feels right and not feel like I need to like stick to certain topics or points or different things. And eventually, you know, tell people like, but hey, you know, I still got this business over here, like check it out. So it all still goes in line. It's not like you're on one and you're like, ooh, this is so completely different than the other. Mine's fit very nicely together, and I think that is why I absolutely love having both. But for a while there, it was very confusing, especially when I had the stationary Muse. Before I closed it and switched to the Inspire Blueprint and all of that. If you don't know about that, make sure you check out the channel about what happened with my stationary business. It felt like it started to get too muddled together because I had started off as a stationary business and then became a coach, and everything just kind of got intertwined, and I was like, okay, this is too confusing, and I can never figure out like what my personal brand was supposed to be. But I'm gonna get ready because I am already short on time. The morning started off a little bit hectic trying to start this vlog, like I haven't been vlogging in a while, so I need to get ready. I'm giving you all some behind the scenes for real. I was going to sit down in my room and record this, but I think I'm actually gonna do it in the office. But I'm like nervous. I have not done like a sit down video in a while. I've just been going live a lot more. Okay, think I'm getting ready to record this video, but I am like so in my head right now. It is not even funny. First I was gonna do it in my room, then I like changed my mind. Y'all, when you take a break from doing something, you come back, sometimes it can just be very like nerve-wracking. So we're gonna do this. We're going to do this. Can't even really see. Oh, that's the other thing. I always switch my tops, but I just always pick a pair of leggings and I just leave them on the whole time because why not, right? Okay, so I think we're gonna go with this. I don't even have any talking points for this because every time I sit down to write down what I want to say, nothing comes up. So I'm just gonna let God lead the way, okay? Oh shoot, hold on. My SD card is full. And then after I get done recording this, I always have like a priority on these days. So the priority is to get this long form video done. And then after I do that, I will focus on the shorts because I need to get a video up this week. So that's my priority. So, you know, if you have the same thing, like if you have a block of time, always start with the most important thing where it's like either you needed to go up that week or, you know, like very soon after or something that's just super important. Always do that first, and then you can get into all of the fun stuff. Because I feel like once you start kind of getting into like the short form stuff, it goes pretty quickly. Okay, I think I've deleted enough stuff. Yes, we're good. Okay, let's get into this. And I always try to get my thumbnails in at the beginning because I always forget. So let me take a couple thumbnails. Okay, I'm in look number 2, taking a quick break. So I think that first set of recording went pretty well. I ended up doing the full video, and then I also did, I think I recorded like, well, one reel, I feel like I recorded like 6 times. But 2 just kind of more inspirational reels, like face to cam, there'll be some captions. And then I'm gonna record another 1 or 2 of those in this outfit. And then I think I'm gonna do some more like fun ones with some sounds and stuff. So some of them, you know, like with pointing and different things like that. I'll probably maybe do 2 of those. And then that's pretty much going to be it unless I can think of anything else. I'm also doing this vlog as well, so that's always nice, you know, like I'm getting like kind of 2 longish videos done in the midst of all of the other stuff. But what I actually wanted to just say really quickly is that even doing this for so many years, there is still a level of encouragement I have to give myself, you know, to just continue to be comfortable to talk about certain things and share, not like it's anything bad, but just because sometimes, especially when I take breaks, it can be very easy for me to just go inward and be very reserved. I am a very introverted person. And so I'm really saying this for the person that's just like, okay, you know, like, oh, that's wonderful and all, but I just can't even get over like wanting to get on camera and talk. Like, I recorded one of my reels like 5 or 6 times because I kept getting in my head. I knew what I wanted to say, but it was just like I kept getting not even nervous, but just like, oh, I hope I'm articulating this right. You know, I hope I'm saying it right. But at the end of the day, stick to what your original why is. If you are trying to encourage someone to get out of a season, if you're trying to just impact someone's life in a way that will help them, focus on that and the message, right? Focus on that, the message, what's placed on you versus how it will appear to others or just anything negative that you might be feeling. When it comes to content creation, there's a lot of things you think of. I'm like, oh, is my background okay? Or, you know, like, oh, do I look okay? Like, can you see my gray hair? Is my makeup good enough? Is the sound quality going to be perfect? You're like, oh, did I say that right? Like, there's so many things you can nitpick about that will just stop you in your tracks from doing it all together. But what I have tried to get out of my way is like, you know what? This was placed on me. I'm going to go ahead and be obedient. And if it can help the people that need it, if it can resonate with the 1 person, the 10 people, whatever, the 50 people, the 1,000 people, you know, you never know how much your content will reach. But as long as it does what it's supposed to do, everybody else don't matter. All of those other things that can be distracting to stop us from just simply creating the content that we want to create, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you are doing the thing that you are called to do. And I was actually listening to this, and I need to probably get back to recording, but I was listening to this podcast episode. It's a Tim Ross podcast. And he was interviewing Pastor Mike Todd on there. Actually, Tim Ross is a pastor as well. And it's called The Basement. It's a really good podcast. Definitely check it out. But there was an episode and they were talking about success. And pretty much this just reminded me of it. It's like so often we get caught up in like, okay, I'm going to post this. I want this to go viral. I want it to have 10,000 views, or I wanted to get all these comments, or whatever the end goal is, right? You're focused on that and you think that that's success. But what they were basically saying is that no, success is the moment that you sit down and you choose to be obedient and you do it. That's the success. Anything that comes after that is wonderful. It's great. Those are the metrics, right? But the success was you just simply doing it. And so if you kind of just shift your perspective a little bit of like, I am successful just simply for trying. I'm successful just for showing up. It might be successful if if this gets 100 views or whatever the case is. Yes, that would be wonderful, but the success starts with you and you doing it, right? So I just wanted to share that because it has stuck with me for the last 2 weeks as I have been getting back into recording again and just all of the things that I want to do. It is just on my heart. So I wanted to share that. But now I'm getting ready to record another reel. It smells so good in here, y'all. Like, I'm not playing, but this candle from the Cozy Bundle, it's the cashmere vanilla one. There's a little bun girl in there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it smells heavenly. I had it burning while I was recording that video. It smells so good. Go on and get y'all an Inspired Blueprint candle, Cozy Bundle. Okay, just do it. Just do it. Just trust me. All right, I just got done recording a couple more things. I'm actually getting ready to probably eat a little something and then prepare to go pick Emery up from school. It is currently, what time is it? 11:47, so I'm almost at a point where it's time to leave. So basically, I feel like I got a lot done. I was able to record basically everything. I got a little distracted because I started scrolling trying to see if I could find some sounds or whatever. I did do one. It's like an introduction sound, so I'm gonna do that one, but I think I have some really good stuff. I do have some time though, so I'm thinking about possibly taking a couple pictures of myself and propping my camera up and using the time delay. So I think I'm gonna do that just to get a few photos because I haven't had any, and then hopefully my husband, fingers crossed, will be able to get some pictures and do like more of a photo shoot soon. So I may or may not do that today, but I wanted to just share, I think the biggest takeaway from this vlog, I guess this little mini vlog, is that when you are creating your content, if you're going to do a batch content day, definitely decide, what's going to be happening on your different pages if you have your personal brand versus your business, and deciding how you can take that one piece of content and make it work for both if possible. Definitely do that. Today was more so a lot more face to cam types of things, more encouraging content. I don't have any of my new products in just yet, so I haven't done any of the more product type of stuff. And then I also have a pretty big launch coming up for a membership that I'm working on that'll be taking place this spring. So I have a whole bunch of content I want to record for that as well. But for right now, I think I feel pretty good. I definitely have enough to at least get myself through the next like week and a half, 2 weeks. So I will take it. I will definitely take it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for just kind of hanging out, seeing a little bit of my morning, a little bit of my content batching and all of that stuff. I will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.